Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you all stay safe at home. And my name is Kenny Loh. I'm from Kenny Loh Couture. I'm a Nyonya kebaya and also Nyonya beaded shoes maker. And then welcomed and happy to see every one of you here today. Of course, today I'm not going to talk about kebaya, but I'm going to talk about more about the beaded shoes. But anyway, I there are many of you on the Facebook Live, and I just want to double check whether I should speak in English, uh, Hokkien, Cantonese, Mandarin, or in Malay, because I do believe that I'm not sure which language I should deliver to you, because there is someone out there to suggest me that I shall speak in Hokkien. I'm not sure. What I mean, you can message us on Facebook. Yep. And if there's no comment over there, I think I'm going to continue with English. Yeah. And then welcome. And today, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Creative Brand Penang, and it's a project. Today is a project, stay home project by Creative Brand Penang, and also special thanks to Joe Sidik for having us today to talk to everyone about about beaded shoes. Yeah, there's someone there. They said Hokkien, please. Yeah, sure or not? Yeah, I see many Hokkien over there. I 講 Hokkien 話嚇，我講 Hokkien 話會使。Yeah, is there any objection? Oh yeah, there's English inside, but anyhow, what I conclusion is that I will speak in Rojak. Is that okay? Sometimes Malay, sometimes Hokkien, sometimes Mandarin or English. Is that okay? Okay. And then for today, I'm going to share about the beaded shoes, because I'm sure that there are many of you do have many questions about beaded shoes, and then especially how to choose a good quality beaded shoes, and then how the faces of the beaded shoes uh, done by the artisan. And then today I'm going to share with you. And then of course we go to the first one is how to choose a good quality beaded shoes. I do believe that outside there are many of us, we do have we seen before the beaded shoes with the different prices, but not sometimes, most of the time we didn't know about the quality, because what is the material used, what kind of the beads they are using, the thread they are using, actually is not stated in the on the shoes. So today I'm going to share with you how to choose. There are three criteria you need to consider. First, yep, this is the beads. Yep. The first thing is that the quality of the beads is very important. Yeah, the quality of the beads is very important, because if the beads with a low quality or the plastic beads, it will totally affect the whole pairs of shoes, especially the faces. Why? What I'm using here is a premium quality Japanese glass beads. Why I use not just the Japanese glass bead, but have to be premium, because the quality is there. The quality is very easy to see. Is where if you have an experience, if you have any pairs of beaded shoes at home, you definitely will have the experience is that the color of the beads will fade. For example, for this peacock, after you wear for a few years, the quality, the motif of for example, the peacock, it will be fade, and then maybe the color will be changed. Actually, it really depends on the quality of the beads. So when you purchase a beaded shoes, you need to ask what is the quality of the beads, or maybe you can look for the brand of the beads. If they are the faces maker, beaded shoes faces maker, definitely they will definitely they know what brands and what kind of the beads they are using. Actually, what I can say, there are many brands with a good quality or with good quality. Of course, what I'm using here is Mizuno. I'm using Mizuno Japanese glass beads. It's a premium grade. And then, yeah, Why I'm using that? Because it won't fade. And then if you are the one who make the faces, do the beadings, you will know the whole of the beads also play a very important. Good quality beads, usually they have the holes, yeah, the holes of the beads, it will be the same. Yeah, sometimes if you are doing some bead works, and then you'll find that some of the holes of the beads, some are bigger, some are smaller. This is why I can say that the size of the beads is not consistent. So this is meant for quality too. So this one you have to really look into it, or else you bought a pair of beaded shoes after you wear for a few times or maybe a few months or few years, it will the faces or the beads, the color of the beads will be fade. So sayang lah, right? And the second thing is that okay, the second thing I would like to share is the quality of the thread is very important. For example, this is how I make my faces, right? Of course, today we are not going to talk about how we make the faces, but for a brief, this is the faces that I make. Not even half. Yep, not even half. And we are using thread. Yeah, this is a thread. Yeah, you're using thread, and then with okay, and then we sew it one by one. So the quality of the thread is very important, because if you have an experience is where after you wear the beaded shoes for a few years, the beads fall off. The beads fall off is because of the quality of the thread. So the quality of the thread is very important, because it have to be stay longer. When the thread staying longer or strong enough, it will be forever be there. So what I can say that after you wear your beaded shoes, your sole, something wrong with your sole, you can just return to the shoemaker, or you can return to me, and then we can redo the shoes for you if the faces is still intact or still in perfect condition. So the thread of the to make the faces is very important. This is another criteria. So if you happen to purchase or any beaded shoes, you should ask the person who sell the beads to you, ask them what kind of thread they are using. The thread I'm using here is the thread. Yeah, this thread that I'm using. This is the brand, and then it's a cotton. And then most of the people ask me what kind of thread I'm using. Actually, it's made of cotton, but they are very strong until you can kill, right? So this is the thread that I'm using. So this is a second factor that you need to take care of when you purchase a pair of beaded shoes. And then the third thing is that the quality of the shoe, I mean the sole of the shoes, is very important, because if you okay, there are many customers, they come to me, they say that they like beaded shoes, but they are worried about buying a pair of beaded shoes, because usually the beaded shoes will wrap their legs, or in the other words, they cut their leg. So it will usually be like this. It will wrap the legs, wrap the feet, yeah, and then usually it will hurt. So after this happen, the rubbing process happen, usually the beaded shoes will be like in the museum, because usually definitely they won't throw away the beaded shoes, but they will keep at home. So it will become the gallery at home for beaded shoes. So this is not what we want, because we want to purchase a pair of beaded shoes so that we can wear, right? So the quality of the sole is very important. And then how to choose a good quality, you have to wear it. Actually, why I can say that you don't have to worry about my shoes, because before I choose my shoemaker, of course the shoemaker, they have more than 50 years experience. You don't have to worry about my brand, Kenny Loh Couture's beaded shoes, because before I choose the shoemaker, I sent my faces to a few shoemaker, and then I make it into my size. Yes, I make it into my size because no no matter what kind of product that I'm producing, actually I would like to try it myself first before I introduce to my customer. So I make a few pairs of the beaded shoes of my size with this heel 4 inches. This is 4 inches high. Of course, we do have a different kind of heels, right? Thicker heels, lower heels. Actually, we can do it. We can do it for you. And even though you want to have ankle wrap, we can do it for you. But anyhow, let's go back to what we discussed just now is where I make a few pairs and I wear at home. Don't worry, I just wear at home, right? And then I wear it at least 30 minutes to 1 hour to try on the shoes to make sure that the shoes is comfortable and then it won't rub your legs or cuts your legs. So it's the best beaded shoes that for my own customer and for you, right? And the last thing is that the artisan is very important. What I can say that beaded shoes is the for me it's not a pair of shoes, but they are art pieces. I'm not sure whether you agree or not. They are art pieces. And for me, if there's an art pieces, the person who make it is very important because it's come with value, right? It's come with value. If you can see, most of the beaded shoes in the market, we didn't know who is the one who make it, right? Who is the one who make it? We didn't know. But the shoes that I produce, I do have my label on it. Yeah, I do have Kenny Loh Couture, right? I hope you all can see it, right? Kenny Loh Couture label on it. This means that this pair of shoes is made by Kenny Loh Couture, so that it will bring up the value of your beaded shoes, right? And then until now, if you have any question, you are free to ask me about beaded shoe if you have any question, right? So 4 factors that make a pair, I mean, how you choose a good beaded shoes. The first thing is that the quality of the beads, the quality of the thread, the quality of the sole, and also the artisan of these beaded shoes is very important. You all get it? So next time when you purchase beaded shoes, don't forget these 4 factors. It will help you to get a good quality beaded shoes. Okay, and then now I'm going to show you how should we differentiate. Okay, so what I'm showing you here is that all this bit size, right, is a small bits, right? It's a small bits. We call it 15/0 bits. 15/0. What is the meaning of 15/0? It means that within 1 inches can fit in only 15 bits. Okay. So I can show you my bits. Yeah, let me show you my bits. This is you see my fingers and the bits. Yeah, they are very small. Okay, let me pick it up one of the bits to let you all see. Yeah, this is the needles, and then this is how we pick up, and then this is the bits. This is the size of the bits. So the bits I'm using here, most of my product is a 15/0, and then there's another range of 12/0. That means that is more to the medium size beaded shoes. Yeah, medium size. Okay, so what you can see over here, okay, is how I make the beaded shoes. I need to have a pine wood frame. Actually, traditionally, we are not using pine wood and then not the thumbnail, but here, because it's much more easier to get and then it's much more cheaper, so we're using the pine wood. And then at the beginning, I will just draw the shapes of the faces and then start with the lining, and then only I do the beadings. So this is for swan. Of course, there are many of you definitely will think that how I'm going to make in the motif. Actually now, because of the technology, we have a color printer. So we shall count. This is the template that I have, right? This is a template that I have. So I need to count how many beads, where should I start from, where should I end, which color that I need to use. So I need to count it one by one, right? Yeah. So this is a swan pieces. And let me show you my first pair of the beaded shoes that I make. Is this one. Actually, I already made into shoes and then I'm not selling. Yeah, this is the first pair that I make. Yeah, this is the first pair. And definitely there are many questions asked that how long should we use to make the faces of the shoe, I mean in one pair. Actually, what I can say that it depends on the mood. It depends on the mood. And it also depends on the motif too. But averagely, it will take around 2 to 3 months to make the faces. Yeah, to make one pair, it will take around 3 months, and then sometimes it just only take 2 months. Actually, I can say it depends on the mood and also the motif. So because of this, there are many people that will start to appreciate why the beaded shoes they are so pricey, right? And there are many of us, definitely they will say that why the beaded shoe is so pricey and why it's so expensive. Actually, why I can say that this is the art pieces. Why I can say they are art pieces, and then you can imagine for this pair of shoes we use 3 months to finish the faces, and then for this pair of shoes, actually this pair is belong no, I should show you this one. This pair is belong to one of my customer that I haven't sent, and then I just done with the sole, right? I just done with the sole, and then I shall send it out by tomorrow. Yep. And then this sole is made of genuine leather. So actually, I more prefer to the genuine leather for the sole because it's more durable, right? And then definitely there are many of us to say that why it's so expensive. First thing, I need to use 3 months to finish the the faces, right? And the sole also made of genuine leather, right? So that's why it's expensive, but I can say that the value is there. But what I can say now is that actually the price that we charge compared to the value of this pair of shoes actually is undervalued. What I can say is undervalued. If you are the person who appreciate art, appreciate handmade products, you appreciate the culture, actually you should know this pair of shoes, it must be more expensive than those branded shoes like Ferragamo, Gucci. Yeah, usually for a pair of branded shoes, it will be around 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000. Yep, yeah. And then I can say that it's not an art pieces. They are they are not handmade too. So what I can say that this pair, yeah, I can show you another pair. It's also peacock. Today I'm just show all the birds and not the flowers. If you have more, you are interested on my beaded shoes, you can go to the Creative Brand Penang website. Yeah, you can go there and then can have a look. And then this is another pair of the peacock with a silver or the gray silver base. And then the whole pairs of shoes, they are silver. And then this pair of shoes, definitely there are many people they will ask how much per pair. Of course, what I'm charging here, this one, listen properly. Don't listen to the price first. Okay, for the 12/0 is a medium beats, right? Usually we do have open toes and closed toes. This is called closed. There's another one is open toes. For the open toes, I'm selling 788 per pairs, and then for the closed one, for the 12/0 beater shoes, I'm selling 888. Of course, the material is PU. it's not journey leather. If there's a journey leather, we need to add another 200 ringgit. And then for this pair, I'm selling at 2188 for PU material. So, and then I'm selling to add another 200 if you're into journey leather. Of course, we do have a service of customize. If you have any motive, maybe not lah, huh? You can choose my motive, and then if you can change the color of the motif, or you have any ideas on the color of the sole, color of the shoes, you can contact us. We are willing to customize for you. Of course, if you are choosing from the faces that we already done, actually I do have many of the faces that are already done. You can contact us, and then we can show you. And then if you are looking into something new colors or new motif or other motif that we don't have, yeah, actually you need to give us at least 3 to 4 months to make a pair of shoes for you, right? So I hope everyone understand. And then actually from now I'm more into, you can ask me question from your Facebook. Actually I can answer you if you have any question about the beaded shoes. Actually, for the beaded shoes, they have a history of around 100 years. Yeah, and then previously from the Baba-Nyonya culture, the Nyonyas has to very good in the craft of beaded shoes and also the embroidery, especially for the kebaya before they can get a good a good husband. Yeah, because this is their exam, is where they need to show to their husband or their future, right, mother-in-law, to state that yeah, they are qualified, right? Let me see, is there any question? Okay, let's talk about the beads again. And then last time, definitely, there are many people that will ask why now use the Japanese glass bead instead of the money potong. Okay, why I can say that the money potong last time is from Europe. Yeah, Europe produced the money potong, and then they say they are more shiny or whatever. Actually, why I can say that compared to the Japanese glass bead that we have, actually, what I can say that of course I do have a money potong that left over from my grandma. Yeah, actually they are in a bunch, right? So I do have many of them, and then the compared to the shining of the beads, right? Actually, Japanese glass bead, they also shine very nice. So that's why we are choosing the Japanese glass bead. And then why now we are not using money potong anymore? Because first thing, it's very hard to get a money potong because they are not produced anymore in Europe. And if you can get it, it's very expensive. It's very expensive. And then the last thing is that because their beads is very small, and then equivalent to the holes of the bead will be very small. And then until now, I still can't find any needles, any thin needle. This is the thinnest that I can get. Any thinner needles for my money potong that left over from my grandma there, right? So actually we are facing some issue here, is that needles is the main issue. Money potong we still have, but not money. The needles is very important. So we are not using any money potong anymore. So I hope I answer your question why no more money potong, right? So let me see. So for those people who are keen, actually, you can make these beaded shoes faces at home too. Actually, the main technique we are using is, if you know about cross stitch, it's very easy. It's just that the technique of cross stitch, just add beads on it. So you just need to design your own Yeah, you can design your own motif. And if you're keen about it, actually we do, if we got chance lah, we can do some workshop or anything. I'm willing to share because nowadays, no, not really many people, they know, they want to do all this, yep. Because it's really very time consuming. But for me, if you are a Nyonya, a real Nyonya at home, actually you should at least make a pair for your own self, right? So that you can at least have a pair of your handmade beaded shoes at home. And then for those who are really like the beads work, what you can do if like a man, right? They are not really going to make into a pair of shoes, but what you can do is that you can use a complete, you can get a complete beaded shoes faces. You can frame it up, and then it will be a very good decoration for your home. And for those who are willing, there are many of my customers, they come over, they are not, they are just want to buy the faces of the shoes. You know why? Because usually they are preparing for their children or maybe daughter-in-law in future. So what I can say that if they seen any faces that they like, they will just purchase and keep at home. They can do things with the faces. First thing, just keep at home, or they frame it up. When they need the faces, they just take it up or from the frame, right? And then they can make into shoes. So this is one of my suggestion. If you have seen any beautiful faces of the beaded shoes, you can get it now and then keep it. You don't have to make into shoes immediately, because what I can say, different artists will have different artisans, we will have a different character, we have a different style, we have the different combination of the colors. Actually, what you can see over here is that my designs and also the combination, especially the combination of the colors, is more to Western color, because I'm more to Western. I like Western style. Yep. Instead of very Chinaman style, Chinaman colors. So I'm more to the Western. As you can see, the Baba-Nyonya culture is a mixture of the Western, Eastern, Malays, Indian, Thais, Burmese culture in it, right? So I see there's Ben asking how many pairs can I make in 1 year. Actually, what I can say that just only 3 to 4 pairs in 1 year, right? Of course, if I'm using the medium beads, then 12/0, right? It will be faster because the beads is bigger, it's much more easier to complete. It will be around 1 month plus, or already can complete one, right? So it will really, for me, it's very precious to have the, it's very precious for me for the bead. So I really hope that those customer who purchase the shoes have to really take care of the faces and then the shoes, right? Because this is my hard work, right? And then what I can say that most of the time is the one of a kind, or maybe just one in this world with this combination of color, or maybe just one of this mm, motif, right? Okay, Zahida is asking why the design facing inside towards the wearer, not outside. Just wondering if there any meaning on it. Okay, it's a very good question. Let me show you a pair of the. Okay, okay. So what you can see over here, what Ida asking is that why, if you wear like this, the motif is upside down, right? If seen from your opponents. But when we see the beaded shoes by ourselves, it should be this way, right? So actually, the beaded shoes, the motif of the beaded shoes is have to be facing the person who wear the beaded shoes, right? This is I'm not sure about why, but what I can see that all the beaded shoes is facing the wearer, right? I hope I answer your question, Zaida. Oh, there's another question. What inspired me to learn beaded shoes? Okay, it's very easy. Actually, if you know about my background, actually, I'm a nutritionist for more than 10 years after I graduated from my master. And I suddenly shift it into Baba-Nyonya, especially the Penang Baba-Nyonya culture business, especially in making kebaya and also beaded shoes. Actually, why I can say that we are from Baba-Nyonya family's background. And then I really see that not many artisans, not why I can say it's not many actually. I'm not sure about in the market. I'm the youngest among all the artisans who make the beaded shoes and also the Nyonya kebaya. And then I just want to continue and safeguard this Baba-Nyonya culture, which is my family culture. I feel that this is a very good culture. We need to continue the legacy. So that's why I'm here to continue the legacy and hope that there will be more youngsters coming in to continue the legacy too. And then it's like my kebaya too. Actually, I learned for kebaya. Let me talk about a little bit of kebaya. For to make a piece of kebaya, we need at least 4 artisans. Right, one is the one who sew the kebaya. Second is make the embroidery, and then the third one is to make the kerawang. That means the laces, right? And then the fourth one is to make the tokang. We mean all the holes, right, for the seam. So at least 4, and then I got no choice. I have to learn everything. I have to learn everything because if those craft or the artisan they pass away, because why I can say that all the aunties they are around 70s. Yeah, they are around 70s. I'm so worried about that. Yeah, the crafts were extinct, and then why I can say that beaded shoes and also the kebaya is an international great products. It should be promote to the rest of the world, not just around our region, but to the rest of the world. And then what I can say that when I go to last year, I think no, not last year, last 2 years, in the year of 20, I've been to China, Chengdu, China for a fashion show, and then it's really received well. It's really received well, especially the beaded shoes. And then they see the beaded shoes, and then they are nicely done, and then they like it very much. And then of course for there are many customers that come to my before what I mean before MCO, and then they are from US, Canada, UK, Australia, right? And they really appreciate that what we have done, and then that's the first time they know about our culture and know about our craft. So I think there are more work we've done to promote our culture, not just the culture, but also our arts and craft to the rest of the world. Because what I can say that Penang and Malaysia, we have artisans, we have the great product that we need to promote to the rest of the world, right? And okay, Ben, question, how to maintain and clean. Okay, what I can say that for the beaded shoes, if you are using genuine leather for your shoes, you just take care as usual as I mean the normal leather shoes, and then the faces, no worry about the way the faces, you just need the damp cloth to clean it, or if you want there's a dust in there, you just use toothbrush to brush it. That's it. Actually, why I can say that there are there are few pairs of the beaded shoes that inherit from my grandma. They are still in great condition, even though they are already more than 50, 60, 70 years old. Yeah. So they are still in good condition as long as you don't abuse the shoes. So what I can say that the conclusion is that it's a very low maintenance shoes, right? So will you learn how to make your own shoes by patient? I don't think so because we have many good shoemaker in Malaysia. I think I need to leave it uh, back to them, right? And then yet I don't have the extra time for all to make shoes, right? So I think we have a good shoemaker, and even though in Penang we do have a few good shoemakers, and even though some of them they are from Bukit Mertajam, right? And what any more questions? Oh, how many types of shoes? Yeah. Okay. Or any flex design. Yes, yes, yes. What I can say that the sole, the type of the sole, the type of the heels, how high is the heel, or the thickness of the heel, you can choose. And even though you want to make into the flat one, yes, we can do it too. And even though if you want to have something like this with the anchor wrap on top, yes, we can customize for you too. Actually, I do have customer that she make the flat, is totally like flat sandal to wear at home. Wear at home. Beaded shoes, flat beaded shoes just to wear at home. Yeah. Actually can be customized, no worries. Beaded blouses. Wow, Roy. Uh, yep, if you make into the beaded dress, yes, yes, yes. Actually, we can like a Miss Universe, Miss World gown. And then now I feel that I'm just concentrate on what I should do on the Penang Baba-Nyonya, especially the Penang culture first, because I need to safeguard the yeah the culture first. Of course, later I need to have a newer range, maybe the embroidered faces for my shoes, and then bidding on fashion. Yeah, will be the next year. No, next year, maybe end of this year or maybe next year project, right? So, do you have any more question? Actually, we just have 13 minutes, and then yeah, you are free to ask any question. Oh, do you give certificates and serial number for my shoes? Oh no. Okay. Actually, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There is no certificates. Maybe we can currently, yep. Currently I just have my label on it, and then maybe later on, yep, later on I'm going to come my shoes will come with the certificates of the serious number. Thanks for Ben's ideas. It's a very good ideas on this. And yeah, is to make the brand more genuine and more presentable. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ben, for your for your suggestion. And then I would like to thanks to Victor Tong. Yes, he helped me to calculate. Yeah, he helped me to calculate the how much per day for the fees. So he said it's too cheap. Yeah, actually, what I can say, yes, as I asked, what I mentioned before, actually, the price that we charge for today is undervalued. So hopefully, with a platform that given by various parties like Creative Brand Penang, hopefully our sell to outside Malaysia, and then increase the publicity of the craft that we have, and then hopefully goes up. Yeah, it's not about whether it's expensive or not expensive. It have to be uh, value. Yeah, you have to be our works have to. Yeah, thank you very much for the for uh, for Victor, and then okay, I think we are at the end of the program, and then we can leave some time for asking question. Is there any question that you still want to ask about us, or maybe you want to ask about me? Any more question? Yeah, a pair of beaded shoes is priceless, and how we value. Yes, actually, the it's priceless, but anyhow, we need to, as an artisan, we need to sustain our living, so that yeah, we need to charge. We can charge, of course. What I'm charging now is that to cover and that's to sustain ourselves. Actually, what I can see, I never seen any artisan that uh, get rich because of their products. Actually, it's not. So hopefully, with your everyone's support, especially Penang local artisan or Malaysia local artisan, with your support, we can sustain, especially during this pandemic, actually it's hard for everyone. Is where my shops need to be closed, during the MCO. And then the customer, I can say that most of my customer, they are from Singapore, yes, and then they can't come in. And even though my customer from Jakarta too, they can't fly to Penang. So it's really affect our income. And hopefully there will be support from everyone, all of you, right? Yeah, and then let's talk about the future, right? See, I can see that there are more questions coming in. Okay, give you all some time to type in some question, and then let's talk about the future for Kenny Loh Couture, especially for the beaded shoes. Actually, what I'm looking into now is that maybe I need to use a better beads. Actually, what I'm looking into is the Swarovski beads. Yeah, Swarovski beads to make a pair of shoes. So this is what the future program or projects, maybe after the pandemic, right? And then, or maybe next year, this is my next project to upgrade my beaded shoes, not just using the Japanese glass beads, but also the Swarovski stone. And will you conduct class how to bead the shoes? Yeah, actually, I can conduct the workshop. Yeah, but not now. Actually, I'm preparing for my new shops. Right, my new shops is in Penang and Jalan Service, and then I'm preparing for my shops. And then the first empty space is an empty space, and then I plan to have workshops or maybe more talks about Penang Baba-Nyonya culture and also the craft. I think, yeah, I think yep, time is up for today, and hope that everyone benefits from whatever I share.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Okay, there's another question from Roy. Sorry, I got another question from Roy. Any plans to make other accessory with the beads? Yep, actually, I'm doing pendants and also earring with beads because now it's MCO, I'm stay at home, and then I do most of the time I do product developments and also new designs for coming future products. So I can say that 50%, yeah, on my accessories by using beads. Yeah, thank you, Ray, for your question. And then, is there any flat design? Yes. We do have a flat designs for the beaded shoes. Yeah, we do have. No worries. And then, no matter what kind of the sole that you need, you just talk to us. You just talk to me, and then we are willing to assist you. Thank you, Jenny, for your question.
Kenny.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna ask you the questions, but I think you already answered them all. Yeah, that's about all the time we have now. Thank you, everyone. Tune in. If you're interested, check out Kenny's work. You can either visit our website, Penang, creativebrandspenang.com, or check out your Facebook page. What is it called? Penang Nyonya Culture, is it?
No, it's a Nyonya House by Kenny Loh.
Okay, yeah. So Nyonya House by Kenny Loh. How his work.
Yes.
I think you have beaded shoes, and I believe you also share Nyonya Kueh recipe. I think you have a kitchen page, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's about all the time we have left. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Our next session will be with Azmi Hussein, which I think every Penang guy would know. Will be on Friday. So do stay tuned and have a good night, everyone, and stay safe. Thanks, Kenny.
Thank you, David. Thanks, Creative Brand of Penang. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and please stay safe at home. Very much.